We all have different types of relationships in our lives. Some help us thrive, some are draining, and some are just there. There are people we know. In life, there are times when it's important to recognize the people who aren't adding to your life, and when it's time to let them miss out on you. Walking away or simply creating space isn't about being spiteful. It's about protecting your own peace and your energy. In fact, knowing when to step back helps you better manage your emotional well-being. There are certain types of people who consistently drain us, and they fall into patterns that, when recognized, become easier to navigate. So here are 5 key types of people you might need to let miss out on you, and why doing so can ultimately improve your life and create space for better, a more aligned tribe of people to find you. The first is the one who is not there when you're hurting. We all have moments when we're down. I've had these moments, and during these times, we need the people around us to be supportive and present. However, there are going to be people who disappear when things get tough. I had this happen to me when I had a car accident. 2 of what I thought were good friends, they basically went ghosts. So when you see people offer words of encouragement when things are good, but when you're going through something serious, they suddenly become unavailable, you have to note this. You need to see the picture that's painted in front of you. This person isn't a true friend. Their absence in your time of need is speaking volumes, and anytime someone is quick to reach out for a favor when they need something, but when you need their support, they're nowhere to be found. You need to pull back emotionally. Allow them to miss out on you and invest your energy in people who will show up for you when it matters most. The second is the one who can celebrate your wins. Anytime you achieve a goal, you should be celebrated. Life is full of milestones, a new job, a personal accomplishment, and so on. Yet, there are those in our lives who seem to have trouble celebrating our successes. Instead of feeling happy for us, they might act indifferent or even display jealousy. They may throw in a backhanded compliment, or worse, make our wins feel insignificant or downplay it. And this type of person, the person who downplays your achievements or act as though they're too busy to acknowledge them, when you spot that a person's happy for you in terms of from afar, or they can't really celebrate your successes, their smile is faint, it's time to reevaluate their place in your life. You don't need people around you who try to dim your light. We live in a world, I should say, where light is needed. People accomplishing their goals who are happy are needed. So if someone can celebrate your win, what are they doing around you? Number 3, I would say, is the one who acts funny around you because of their relationship with someone else, whether platonically or otherwise. We've all encountered people who become a little different when they're around certain individuals, especially when those individuals are people with influence, like a family member. This kind of behavior can come from anywhere, including maybe the other person doesn't like you and the person doesn't want to make it too obvious in terms of that you all get along. But this kind of behavior, right, it's not cool. When someone changes their demeanor around you because of their relationship with someone else, it signals a lack of authenticity. If you can't be yourself around someone, or they can't treat you the same way regardless of who else you get along with, step back. Because people like this tend to create unnecessary tension, and their behavior shows that their relationship with others are more important to them than their connection with you. You don't need to chase or fight for someone's genuine attention or respect. If they are going to be inconsistent and flaky in your presence because of someone else, let them miss out on you. The fourth type is the one who has never given you one good piece of advice. When you look back on the advice you've gotten over the years, it's likely that people have told you things that has helped shape your thinking or supported you during difficult moments. But then there are those who have been around for a long time, people you've known for years, who have never once offered you any meaningful advice that helps you, helps move your life forward. This can happen in any kind of relationship. You might have a friend who is always the one to vent to, but they never offer any guidance or thoughtful feedback in return. Or you might have a family member who knows everything about your life, but they've never said a word to help you improve your situation. So when people can offer you perspective or check on if spending a lot of time with them makes sense. You don't want friends who are always giving advice because you have a mind of your own. But at the same time, being around people that never share anything helpful, it just doesn't make sense. So if someone hasn't given you any worthwhile advice in years, they likely aren't invested in your growth, and it's okay to step back from them. Number 5 is the one who levels up secretly and then acts as if they're better than you. We all know what it's like to see someone who has leveled up in their life, but there's a difference between celebrating your own success and using it to put others down. Some people, once they level up, begin to distance themselves from those they once considered equals or friends. They might subtly remind you of how much they've changed, or they may never directly say it, but their actions communicate that they now consider themselves better, whether it's because they got married, or they have a new job, or became a mother, whatever it may be. This dynamic is toxic because it introduces feelings of inadequacy and comparison. If someone's success is used as a weapon to make you feel lesser, it's better to create distance. And I'm not talking about someone in terms of who just generally lacks self-esteem. I'm talking about someone who, the other person trying to make you feel bad because maybe you haven't graduated from college and it's taken you a little longer to finish, but they already graduated, they have a job and so on. So you don't need to keep people in your life who drain you. Knowing when to let people miss out on you is an act of self-love. Toxic friends, friends who can celebrate with you, these are just examples of people you need to let go. Don't be afraid to let those who aren't really helping your life go. Don't be afraid to let them miss out on you. Thank you for watching today's video. Remember to share it with a friend who you think might enjoy this content and to help grow this platform.